Yay! Here, an echo.
And just need to open my Twitch app. I don't have two screens, so I had to use a phone in order to read chat.
Ah.
It's very annoying.
Two streams going.
It's not actually the first time.
You see the GM view and the player view.
Oh, right. We are live. Alright, everyone. Welcome to the first intro. And technically the first session of Between the Grains, our newest Pokemon Mystery Dungeon campaign. I'm here with two unnamed observers and Abel. Abel, hello.
Hello.
Abel. How are you feeling today?
I've been waiting a long time to play any sort of game, so I am excited to actually get to play.
But are you prepared?
Prepared as anyone else going to a camp they know nothing about, so be prepared.
Alright. Looks like I'm going to change something here. I think this one is much more relevant, even though I'm gonna have to ask someone if anyone is gonna be able to find like a wide picture of like sand and dunes and such. Anyway, Abel.
Yes.
How about we start by talking about your character a little bit, you know, before we actually begin.
Okie dokie.
Go on.
Uh,
Yeah, tell us about your character. The character that you have so nicely put together. You are playing yourself, but you are not just yourself.
Alright.
You do not know a lot about your character, but you know a fair amount.
I know I'm a Buneary with blue fluff and a violin.
Indeed. But yeah, like we were saying, Abel's gonna be playing himself, transported into the world of Mystery Dungeon. But that doesn't mean that they are gonna have it easy. Because the world of Mystery Dungeon is very different from the world of normal Pokemon. Around every corner, there could be dangers. And dangers unlike anything a normal Pokemon trainer would ever be able to face. So Abel.
Yes.
Pull out one of your emotions. Of your choice. Alright, put it on the table. So Abel, I assume you sleep. Sometimes. I assume you have like basic human needs of sleeping, eating, and you know, horrifying the depressive thoughts at 3 AM, realizing the cosmic universe is so much bigger than you and you could just cease to exist at a moment's notice.
I just sleep for 7 hours, guaranteed.
Good. There was one such day as Abel over here went to bed. But instead of awakening in his bed, he actually turned out to not awaken in his bed. Abel?
Yes.
Something seems wrong. So, your bed, is it nice? Is it nice soft? Or is it one of those like hardier beds? What kind of bed do you have?
Standard king single. So, standard soft mattress.
Okay. Well, I am pretty sure your mattress is not supposed to be feeling like you are sleeping on hay. Correct?
No, it does not.
And that is the feeling that you are feeling before you open your eyes. You're feeling as if something was poking you from many different sides. You also can hear what appears to be very loud wind and quite a lot of people outside of your house talking and just generally being loud.
I would immediately be alarmed since I live in the middle of goddamn nowhere.
Oh, that's even better. Alright, so you spring up into action, correct?
Yep. I would roll over to open my curtains. So what the hell's going on?
Well, you see, as you roll over and you reach out towards your curtains, the first thing that happens is you actually fall on your face. Another thing that happens is I assume you opened your eyes, right?
Yep.
I am pretty sure your walls at home do not seem to be made out of what appears to be worked sandstone.
Just be thinking this is a very, very realistic dream at this point.
Well, the problem is in dreams you usually don't feel pain, right?
I'm aware of.
You definitely felt that fall on your face.
I'd then probably rub my face or...
And as you rub your face, you don't remember your hands being so fluffy.
I would just... At this point I would be just sitting in silence. I'd be staring at my hand in silence.
Indeed. Because your hands do not look like human hands at all. They look like cute little paws of a Buneary.
I would immediately fill my head.
And your head definitely doesn't seem like that of a human. It is actually a cute little head of a Buneary.
And I'd just be mentally calculating right now. Like
You also definitely do not recognize where you are. You are in some kind of strange building that is aggressively round, and you are pretty sure your house was not round.
I would get up and I would check myself at this point.
You check yourself, and yeah, you are pretty sure you are actually 100% Buneary. Cute little tiny, footsies, tiny hands, and lots
90%
of
fluff.
yeah, extreme levels of fluff.
I would pass out. I'm shocked.
You would pass out?
I would, after thinking, I would check outside to see what the actual place world looks like.
Well, you have two choices for going outside. One is a window that has what appears to be weird wooden shutters over it. Not to mention weirdly colorful, like white, pink, and blue, pink, and blue curtain made out of what appears to be silk. And then you have a door made out of weirdly white wood. Like very white.
I'd definitely I don't want to go out the window, but I'd open the window to look out.
And as you open the window, you... what you see before you is what appears to be a city you have never seen before. Very sun-kissed, very deserty, And you can see hundreds, if not thousands of Pokemon throughout the streets, just talking to each other, going about their business, shopping. It is a little bit windy, and by a little bit I mean quite a lot, and the wind, the very first thing that happens is it hits you in the face with a little bit of sand.
At this point, I would pinch myself like,
The pinch hurts.
oh my god, it's finally happened. It's actually real. I've waited my whole life for this. As a Pokemon fan in the fairy is like a dream come true. Ironically.
Now there is something strange, Abel. You're pretty sure Pokemon usually don't wear clothes. But you see vast majority of Pokemon from the window wearing clothes. They're wearing what you would actually assume people in Arabia would wear, though none of the hijab and such, but they do still have like cowls, though mostly entirely because it is windy and it's very sandy. They have very, I guess, floaty, baggy clothes is the best way to describe it. And you cannot exactly tell apart the genders, but you're pretty sure everyone is wearing what appears to be kind of like dresses.
I know if Pokemon are wearing clothes, it's definitely like if it's all Pokemon, they're wearing clothes and there's no humans around. It definitely means this is based on the mystery dungeons that I know basic about.
Yep, you don't see a single human anywhere. You see human-like Pokemon. Like, you are pretty sure you see at least one Jinx over there. That's human enough.
I don't know your definition of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So, I am a mystery dungeon protagonist, it appears.
Also, another thing that would hit you as you are looking out the window is the fact that you are incredibly high up in the air. And if you were to look down, you would realize that you are approximately 15 stories in the air.
I would immediately close my window and go back inside. So there's nothing protecting me from falling out of this window.
Yep, I mean, there is like a walkway along, but there is no railing.
No.
No railing.
Not going that way. I then check my door.
Yep, the door seems to have a strange symbol on it that you do not recognize. It seems to be a symbol of sand, maybe. By the way, in your room at this point, you would realize that you have a closet, you have a couple shelves, and you also have a table. A very nice looking table, by the way. With a very nice looking
I'm gonna head
chair.
off.
Oh, what do you say, Mona?
I'm gonna head off. I just realized I actually don't want to be spoiled for anything about this campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about the world.
Go.
And I just realized now. Wait, if I listen to this, I'll know about the world.
Really, run.
All right.
Run.
Yeah.
Bye.
I would glance around. I'd check everything and open the closet to see what's inside.
Inside the
I'd like to
closet,
pick up-
inside the closet, you will find what appears to be a bag. You also find several sets of the same clothes, which is very similar to what the Pokemon were wearing outside. 2 versions with a hood and 2 versions without the hood. It's a little bit plain, you know, it's very white, weirdly blue. It would cover your entire body, and with the hood it will cover your face as well. Probably to protect yourself from the wind and the desert. Oh, by the way, have I mentioned there's a desert out there?
Yes, you have.
Okay, there's a desert out there. It's also really, really, really hot and warm.
Something that I do not deal with well. Fantastic. I'm going to put on the cloak that gives me the most protection knowing that you probably don't want to walk around naked in the mystery dungeon places.
Alright. It feels weirdly natural for you to put this on. You don't actually know why. You've never put anything like this in your life. Like, you instinctively knew how to put it on.
At least it's my, and it's also at least it's my size.
Yeah, it seems it's perfectly your size, actually. Like, these were quite literally made for you.
But then also check what's in the bag.
In the bag are your starting items.
Hooray. See, so I'd see food, an orange berry, and 2 seeds.
Yes.
At this point, I would not know how to identify what seed is what because all seeds would look the same to me.
Well, weirdly enough, you know how to identify them. For some reason, you know what these seeds are.
I didn't be confused. Like, normally I don't know what a seed does, but looking at playing the game, looking at the text box, for some reason I just know it offhand, which is which would be interesting. Saying I have knowledge that I shouldn't have.
I love how Mono is still here even though he left.
He's spoiling himself.
He can handle it. Also, Gio, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you enjoying it so far?
Oh boy, I'm just listening in.
But yeah.
It's pretty good.
So, Abel, what do you want to do? You can tell that there are things on the table.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll check the shelves in the table next up.
So the shelves have, what appears to be parchments with strange things written on the parchments. They kind of look like musical notes if they were done by someone who doesn't understand what musical notes are.
Oh. That's interesting.
On the table, you can see that there's another parchment that has something written on it that kind of looks like someone was writing in a strange language that only, like, nerds would know. Because you can definitely tell there's a system to it, but you have no idea where to put, like, where to even begin. You don't even know if it's read from left to right, from top to bottom, you have no idea. And right next to the parchment is what appears to be a case for a violin, and next to that is what appears to be something that looks like a badge with one wing. It's made out of metal, very grey.
I'd pick up the badge and is this a rescuer's badge or a guild badge of some sort? I try to work out what sort of badge it is because I know
it does
badges are a thing in Mystery Dungeon.
It does kind of look like what the guilds would have, but it looks weird because 1, it has only 1 wing, and 2, if there is no such thing as a metal rank, then you have no idea what rank you would be. Because, you know, the thing is, you usually go like copper into silver into gold, right?
Yeah.
But this is just blank metal.
Is there a name on it or anything?
No.
Okay, so it's just a blank badge. I will put that into my bag just to keep because it's probably pretty important, and it might be some sort of identifier badge for myself. Then I would check the violin, just like open it up. I'd open up the case and check on the violin.
So the case is actually made out of leather. It's some kind of orange leather.
The finest tepid case.
Now, when you open it, it reveals a somewhat used but pretty nice looking violin made out of some kind of red wood. It seems to be very well taken care of, all things considered.
That's never seen a violin in a mystery dungeon, which means this is not the normal game, which means this. Means my knowledge of the game is already limited. It's probably just got limited more. I think that this is something that would not normally exist in the game.
Ah, remembers the band in Super Mystery Dungeon that literally has guitars.
Like I said, I haven't played the games in a long time, so that's it. Minor things would be missing from my memory. Like, I know the gist of it.
That is alright. But yeah, it is a violin. Very small violin, by the way. A small violin for a small Buneary. You also have a weird longing to it. For some reason, you're feeling that this violin is important.
I'd close it up to keep it safe, but I'll probably take it with me, keep it safe. I have an urge to do so.
Alright. What would be next that you want to do?
I would do what anyone would want to do at this point, and that is explore.
Alright, what do you wish to explore?
Wish to open. I go and I crack the door open and I peek out, see if there's hopefully something for me to walk on out there.
Alright. You open it up, and well, you can definitely tell that there's like a walkway, right? Between, oh gosh, you live in a hut. You live in a hut made out of sandstone. The walkway is made out of weird sandstony walk, and there's more houses in front of you, and oh gosh, there's so many Pokemon. And they're all talking to each other. And oh gosh, there's one coming for you. Oh god. Abel, there is a Pokemon approaching.
I would wave at them awkwardly and say, "Can I help you?"
The Pokemon that is approaching is actually a Pokemon you may know. A Sylveon. You see a Sylveon wearing a much nicer looking dress than you.
I would have no concept of this, so I'd guess it'd be fancy, but I wouldn't really know in greater detail about that. Can I help you?
The Sylveon reaches her towards you with the ribbons and starts feeling you, as in a feminine voice, she says, "Ah, hey there, Buneary. I see you are awake."
As the ribbons reach out, I would step back.
Hmm? Are you alright?
Sorry, do I know you?
Of course you know me, silly. Are you planning to go to are you planning to go to Miss oh, is everything all right? You seem to be confused.
I sort of fell off my bed this morning and I hit my head a bit, so everything's a bit hazy at the moment. Sorry.
Oh. You can see the Pokemon again reach her towards you with the ribbons. A worried expression on them. Oh, I'm very sorry. I mean, I did tell you not to build your bed on the wall.
Sorry about that. I'd like to be up. I like to be. It's a bunny thing. I like to be up high in rooms. That's all.
I see. Still, Are you sure everything is alright?
I hope everything will come back to me. I should be fine. Don't worry. I just got to just get the lay of the land again. That's all.
Alright. Well, as I was saying, are you planning to be going to Cricket Tune?
Sure. Yeah, I do have my violin, so I guess I just have trouble remembering where I need to go. Sorry.
Ah, wonderful. You're gonna have to go to the theater as usual. You know, right across from the guild.
Okay. Thank you for the directions. I'll do my best to get there in a timely manner.
I mean, that would be preferable. You wouldn't want to have your teacher be mad at you.
Right. Yeah. Can you point me in the right direction, and I'll get going.
Sylvian actually looks even more confused and worried and says, "Are you sure you're alright?"
I'm running out of words, so I'm just trying to think of the words. I'll be fine. If you're worried, you can always leave me if you'd like.
Yes, I can definitely do that for you. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Thank you. It is a big city, isn't it?
Of course, it is the biggest city on the continent, silly. But yes, I don't really have anything better to do right now. I'm gonna be going to the guild later, so I might as well escort you there.
Thank you.
Well then, Buneary, follow me. Yeah, she just smiles at you and offers one of her ribbons for you to follow.
Thank you very much.
And she starts leading you towards what appears to be an elevator. And when I say elevator, it's essentially a plank of wood that can have about 15 Pokemon of the size of Sylvian. And it is being pushed up and down by a rope that you're pretty sure you could cut with a knife. The elevator is making noises that are probably making your stomach churn.
I don't really know how to switch tokens quickly.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll learn as I go. It's the first time doing this.
No, the way you do it is you basically just have it here, you pull from it, you spawn it, and then you like exchange them super quick, right?
Okay, so yes, I put that back in the bag.
Or you can just have it outside. It's entirely up to you.
Okay. Okay.
And now I'm going to change to Sandstorm.
I'm going to like. I won't be sitting on the elevator. I'll be sitting on the elevator. Sorry, I don't do well with heights, Leon.
Oh. Oh, that's strange. You never had a problem with this elevator. You've been here for like how many cycles? Gosh, how old are you these days anyway? I've been taking care of you for so long now.
And I'm very thankful for that.
Well, I sure hope so. You will see that she actually will pull you closer to her and make sure that you are protected. You can also now see that she does have what you would consider is a guilder's gear. You know, the thing that you would know from the different Mystery Dungeon games. You know, a badge and a bag and, you know, a really nice looking purple scarf and also what appears to be, based on the metallic noise, you are pretty sure that she's also armed. The Sylvian is a guilder.
So, I try to make small talk on the left. So, how long have you been in the guild?
Oh, ever since I was an EB. But surely you know this. I actually just started taking care of you when I was still an EB.
So, I now know that I live in this town. I'm not just I'm not just visiting town. I live in this town. So, that's something I put under my belt for knowledge. Sorry, I must have been a much harder fall than I thought. I'm sure it'll come back to me.
Oh, I'm sure. I actually have everything for her prepared yet. There you go. Oh. And so, I have a question. How have the nightmares been? Have they finally stopped?
I'm pretty sure the nightmare is probably the reason why I fell out of bed this morning and bumped my head. Sorry.
I would assume so. I'm really sorry that I have not been able to get that little ghostie to help you. She swore that she ate your dream on that.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, it's a new dream every night. Unfortunately.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Well, as long as it doesn't affect your performance at the theater.
Yeah. I'm sure it shouldn't be too bad. It hasn't affected it before, has it?
I mean, that is if you're not fighting with that Fennekin of yours.
Fennekin?
When you get confused about that, she actually looks really worried. Are you sure you're alright?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll be fine.
I mean, if you cannot go there today, I can send Wonder Mail to your teacher and say that we can reschedule.
I'm sure being to help me remember better. I'm not gonna remember anything just sitting in my room, I guess.
I mean, you do sit in your room a lot.
I look at the mirror. Then most of the time, it's quiet in my room and makes it easy for me to practice.
Yes. It's just at this point, if this theater thing is not going to work out, how are you going to earn your freedom?
Freedom?
Yes, freedom from me and from the Federation.
I pretty much think to myself like that escalated quickly.
You tilts her head.
You remind me how far away from getting out of it again?
Oh, I mean, you technically don't own anything. I just took care of you when nobody else would.
And I'm very thankful for all that. I'm sure everything will be fine. I just gotta keep working.
Maybe I should take you to a doctor because this is like the nicest thing you ever said to me.
Maybe that hit on the head and made me a nicer person.
Well, I mean, as much as I would like that, I would also prefer you to be yourself. Anyway, the elevator is almost done. Let us focus on getting you safely to the theater. I don't want one of the other servants to potentially do something to you.
Thank you for that, Sylveon.
As she said, the elevator lands, and you can see like 10 other Pokemon, just like immediately load in. As Sylveon, just extends one of her ribbons, and she starts leading you through the streets. So, Abel.
If it was,
Oh, go on.
yes. I'll say, it was me. I am actually very talented at walking through crowds. Like, I like to be slipping left and right. Like, I actually like practice it a lot of my life, slipping through crowds, not touching anyone.
Oh, you are.
Exactly. I actively practiced.
You are thankfully very small. So you can see that there's all kinds of Pokemon. Usually dragon types, ground types, rock types, normal types, that sort of thing, right?
Yep.
And you can definitely tell that there is like a very distinct distinction between several Pokemon. You can see that there's Pokemon with a very similar badge to yours. Those usually are not wearing anything too flashy or anything like that. Then there's Pokemon that are wearing a badge very similar to the one that Sylveon has, who look like they could probably kill you very easily. And then there's normal Pokemon who are not wearing a badge at all, but they seem to be somewhere on their body. They seem to have something akin to an armband that is yellow with the same symbol that was on the door in your room. You also now realize that symbol is on the flags. Every now and then you can see a flag, someone is flying that from a window, or someone is flying that on a pole, or on the walls and such, and you realize that's all the same symbol, and all the same color.
Are they the town flags or a guild flag? I wonder. I wonder aloud to myself.
Sylveon is going to stop, and she's going to look at you and say, I mean, those are the flags of Sandstone, obviously.
Make a mention that they're the town flags. I also trying to look around, like, the people that the Pokemon that have the same badges that I have. What are they doing? Are they like? Are they helping people, or are they like things like servicing people and stuff like that? Or are they just...
They are usually carrying things, taking care of shops, some of them are dancing. They are doing what would be considered either artistic or manual labor.
So, I'm going to guess the badge I have is a servant's badge.
Are you asking that to Sylveon?
I'm not asking. I always think she's pretty suspicious of me at the moment, so I'm gonna keep it to myself. But I'm just from the look around, that's what I'm telling myself.
Well, you can tell that she is pulling on your hand a little bit tighter. If anything, it seems she's very worried. Like, actually worried for your health.
That's why I'm not saying anything, because I don't want to make her worry any more than she has to.
But yeah. You are gonna go across the entire town, by the way. You actually apparently live pretty far away from the theater. The theater is right across from what seems to be a massive building that kind of looks like a mouth of a dragon, specifically Charizard.
I'm thinking about that's definitely the guild. That's definitely the guild hall.
It is also, and I kid you not, it literally has smoking eyes. And in front of it, you can see that there are two guards, two Pokemon. You can definitely tell that these guards are very strange for Mystery Dungeon World because they have armor. And what you can tell are definitely weapons. And generally you have been seeing quite a lot of free usage of metals throughout this entire town. Even as something as simple as you have seen a Pachirisu cutting what appeared to be a berry with a knife.
I definitely think, like, look at my violin I'm carrying with me, like, tools are definitely a thing. It's like there's more advanced than the normal mystery dungeon worlds.
Well, to explain, by Super Mystery Dungeon, the knowledge of smelting and blacksmithing is already spilled into the world. You can actually see it in the cafe and such, where there are like tools made out of metal.
Yeah.
Also, canonically, by Super Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon are building ships.
True.
Because, you know, you cannot depend on Gyarados and Laprases forever.
I'm definitely getting more medieval vibe from this.
Yeah, basically the Pokemon Society has grown. It has evolved, ironically. But yeah.
But evolved to a steel type.
Oh god, no. Oh god, is Pokemon Society just Onyx? Oh yeah, they were in the Stone Age and now they're in the Metal Age. But yeah. Sylveon is going...
I do gawk at the guild hall for a while, saying like, it's real. Like, this is real.
Sylveon is actually going to notice... Sylveon is going to notice this, and she's actually going to walk up to you. She's actually, for the first time, going to touch you with one of her paws. And she's going to give you, kind of like this almost motherly, like, gesture of saying, well, maybe one day you're gonna be part of it as well.
Oof. Maybe one day. But I'll continue to do what I can till that day.
Indeed.
To make good for what I am.
Your most important priority right now is to earn your freedom.
And yeah. And I'll keep working towards that.
Alright. Well, let's take you to your teacher. Inside you're gonna have to actually show me around yourself, because I've actually never been to the theater myself. I've only been in the main room when I was showing you to your teacher originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd use my hearing to follow the sound of. If I have a teacher, I'd probably be practicing and playing. So I'd hopefully use my Buneary hearing to go in the right direction to follow the sound to get to them.
Well, you go right across from the guild, and oh no, it's a big building with many floors. And the moment you enter, you can see all kinds of Pokemon either playing music, preparing any kind of like plays and such, and oh gosh, there's like several big areas for all kinds of things, and oh gosh, this is like really getting overwhelming to you. And the worst thing is, you have no idea where your teacher is. And Sylveon is just smiling next to you, awaiting you to tell her where to go. You can see that there's like 3 different staircases, one leading down, 2 leading up, and there's a counter. It's crazy.
Yeah. I've actually been in a lot of. I play music, so I've been in a lot of actual concert halls, and if it's like anything like the real world, we'd actually wouldn't be wanting go down. So I'd have to go down the stairs.
Are you sure?
Upstairs normally leads to where the seating is, and downstairs usually leads to backstage.
All right.
That's using my real world knowledge, and that's the best thing I have to guess off. So.
You can also tell that there is a Shinx at the counter.
And then
the Shinx seems to be smiling at you.
I'd actually walk up to the Shinx and say, "Good morning, Shinx. Do you know where Master Kikatoon is practicing today?"
Give me a moment. I need to spawn her. Shinx is going to look at you with a smile and say, "Oh, hey there, Buneary. Well, well, your mistress is actually still around. So she is gonna be going to the guild in about 4 hours. She was hoping that you would make it in order to show your performance, especially after the last time.
Yeah, don't worry. I've been practicing. I should be much better this time.
Yep. Sylvian is going to rub one of her ribbons around you and say, I can definitely confirm that he has been practicing. Yep. Shinx is going to smile again and just say, wonderful. I'm sadly not gonna be able to hear it myself. Too busy, busy, busy. She points at the stack of papers on the counter.
Well, maybe one day I'll be when I'm free, I'll be able to play for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Oh, by the way, Fennekin wanted to say, she's going to clear her throat. That she hopes that you're going to break your neck.
Charming as always.
Yes, but it's alright. Anyway, your mistress is downstairs, as usual. Probably already waiting for you together with the other candidates.
Yep. Thank you.
Alright. Go along your way. Right, what do you want to do?
I'd go downstairs, and as I'm walking, I'd be peeking into each door to try and find a Cricketoon and a Fennekin.
Well, you will not have to look for the Fennekin, as the Fennekin finds you immediately when you make it downstairs. So you can see a Fennekin that is wearing a very nice looking dress. Like, very. You're pretty sure it's actually... You're pretty sure that's a little golden string that is keeping it together. And the moment she sees you, she glares at you. Among others, you can also see that there's a Pichu here. There's a Munchlax that has what appears to be bongos. And you can see that there is actually a Smoochums here. But yes, the Fennekin is, if her look could kill, you are pretty sure you would be currently stabbed by at least 50 daggers.
And as soon as I get that look, I would go instantly into retail work mode and be overly polite. Good morning, Fennekin, you look wonderful today.
She blinks. You can definitely tell she did not see that coming. She looks over, and she just says, "You okay?"
Hit my head this morning, but probably no harder than you when you've hit me in the head before.
Oh. This is a moment where you can totally utilize this in order to pass by her without a fight.
Like we best not leave Matsukutoon waiting. So I hope your practice goes well.
Practice? We are not here for practice, Buneary.
Oh.
We are here to get adopted.
Oh.
Yep, someone is going to...
How could I forget that?
Someone is going to nod and say, yes, I'm sure that Buneary is going to get adopted. And every single one of you is going to stay in the street where you belong.
Well then again, I wish you luck in that as well.
When you say that, she's going to glare again and say, "Wish me a like, seriously?"
Yes.
I don't know where you got that sass, but I'm going to completely destroy you. Just you wait. I'm going to destroy every single one of them here.
I'm still doing customer service mode.
You can tell Sylvian is basically doing the same thing. Try not to provoke her.
Like, well, I hope you do it in a spectacular way then. Always be another time.
Hey, you need to get angry with me. You need to get into a fight. I want you to get disqualified. Sylvian just starts pulling on you.
It's like, I best be going. Good luck.
Hey!
And I'll see you on the other side.
Hey! We have not even finished talking!
As I'm facing away and I'm walking away, I just like, I'm actually fuming, but I'm just being overly polite to her. It's like,
Yeah. You enter the big area. You know, you need to go up a series of stairs, and it is like a rotating stairs, and oh god, so many stairs. Sandstone in its stairs. But eventually, you reach what appears to be a really sizable part of the theater, where the walls have been specifically reinforced to block out sound. And there, in the middle of this massive chamber, you can see a single Pokemon. The Pokemon is wearing not exactly a very, you know, crazy dress or anything. Is wearing basically sort of similar thing that you are wearing, right? Except a single bow at the neck. Sylvian just stops, smiles at you and says, "Alright, Buneary, this is your moment."
thank you again for everything, Sylvian.
I mean, I have just opened the door for you. You were the one who made the important moment in your life. And no matter what happens, even if I never see you ever again, just know that you, for me, you were just like a real son.
And everything you've done for me, you're the best caretaker I could have hoped for. I'm now just bluffing at this point.
Yes. Though you are pretty sure that that wetness at her eyes is real.
Even though I don't really know her, I am going to give her a hug before I go in to meet Cookatoon.
Yep. And as you start walking away, she's just going to use her ribbons to, like, you know, give you a little bit of a shove. Not a bad one, you know, like, you know, playful one.
Good night, guys. Good luck, Abel.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'd walk up to Master Cookatoon and I would bow to greet him.
So, the moment the Pokemon opens their mouth, you've realized it's actually a lady. It's probably why she was called Mistress and not Master.
Good morning, Mistress. And I bow.
She prepares her tools. She pulls up a stack of papers next to her. She sits down and she actually points towards what appears to be kind of like a beanbag in front of her, and then says, "Please sit down."
Hop over and I take a seat.
So you're Buneary. We have seen you here before. Do you think you have what it takes to join the theater?
I've been practicing day and night for this opportunity, and I promise I won't let you down.
I'm honestly surprised that you have not set half of the theater on fire this time around, considering your last incident.
I have, since the last incident and the problems it caused, I have rethought about how I approach things.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Well, in that case, I do have a couple hours here to listen to you and the other pipsqueaks. I am only looking for one, and only the best. So please, show me what you can do.
Yep. I would take out the violin and make sure it's tuned. Like take out the violin, and since I know how violins work, I'd make sure it's tuned before I use it.
Yep.
Because of the sand and temperatures. So once it's tuned, I'd use my real world knowledge and I'd play a song from the world I came from. That's probably never been heard by Pokemon before. Just playing something from my memory.
All right. Then do me a performance check. You do not know it, but it is actually important.
That's these two.
Yep, you do me a D100 basically.
Yeah.
And if it is underneath your thing, that means that's a pass.
Yeah, that's a success. My 175. That's a success.
All right. Your character pulls out the violin and starts playing. So, have you ever played a violin in real life?
Yes.
All right. In that case, you know exactly what you are doing and what it sounds like. Though the violin does sound a little bit different than violins in our world, as you would imagine, considering they are from entirely different wood that doesn't exist.
It'd also be a bit more awkward because I'd be playing with paws and not fingers and shorter arms.
Yeah.
To not try to be that.
And yet, it's as if your body knew exactly what to do. It's almost like years upon years of practicing just pour out of your body without even you thinking about it. It's as if all frustrations, all pain, sometimes even literal blood, just pouring out right now into the emotion, into the very play. And the whole time you are doing this, Cricketune is just standing there, watching, listening. It is very difficult to guess what she's thinking, as one, bug-type Pokemon, they are very good at hiding their expressions. But also, she is specifically trying to conceal her expressions.
Hoping that playing music that sounds different from our world that would normally heard in the Pokemon world help me get an edge.
And after you are done, the Cricketune actually claps you. She actually claps for you for a moment. This is again, there's like a weird part of you that is feeling pride. Even if you yourself might not be feeling this.
Yeah. I would hold the violin straight forward so it faces him, and I would bow. I did play, actually in real life, I played for 6 years in an orchestra, so I know the proper etiquette.
Yeah, see, I don't actually play any musical instrument or anything like that, you know. All of this was written by a different person who actually plays. Though not a violin, he plays on a... Oh god, what is that piano that has like a very different sound? It's like...
Keyboard?
No, it's like a... Oh god, give me a moment, I need to
Organ?
open... I need to check... How do you even pronounce this?
Harpsichord.
Okay, thank you. I don't even know what this is. When I saw the picture, or the photo of him, it looks like a piano.
I know what a harpsichord is.
Okay, you probably know much better than me. But yeah. Cricketune finally smiles, even though it's very difficult to tell. Gives you a slight bow and says, well, and that was definitely worth the wait. I can tell that you have worked very hard.
Thank you, mistress.
Well, I guess the time has come. Do you wish to go into the main room and laugh at your opponents?
I don't feel that would be wise, especially with Fennekin out there.
Oh. You seem to be rather merciful.
They've worked just as hard. They've worked just as hard as I have.
Yes.
I was just.
But
it wouldn't be right to rub it in their face.
I would have actually expected you to do that, considering that seems to be the traditional way. Remember, only the strongest survive. And you have become the strongest, though in a musical sense, not in a combat sense. Anyway, Buneary.
Yes, mistress.
I will now be officially adopting you.
Thank you, mistress.
Good. I would like you to give me your badge.
Good thing I brought it with me. I take the badge out of my pouch and I hand it to her.
Yep. She's going to take it. She's gonna put it on the table. And she's actually going to reach into her bag and she's going to pull out an armband and give it to you.
I put it on and I don't know why, but I celebrate. I think it's all my hard work has finally paid off.
Indeed. You're now a free Pokemon. You can do anything you want. Just know that in Sandstone it is as easy to lose your freedom as it is to gain it.
I promise to do you proud.
Oh. Wonderful. Anyway, I do have the first task at Claw here, or I guess at Paw for you. You know the guild right across?
Yes.
I would like you to deliver this to the guild master then. And she offers you a letter.
I'll get to it right away.
Wonderful. If you wish to not see your rivals, I recommend taking the staircase behind me. It should lead you to the main lobby. If you still wish to laugh at them, you can still take the path that you have taken. I'm sure Sylvian is probably waiting at the lobby for you already. So just know that you are no longer her servant. You're free now.
Thank you, mistress. And I'd rather not cause any. I just got my freedom. I'd rather not cause any commotion and risk it. So I think I'll take the back way. Thank you.
Indeed, you are now your own Pokemon. Do whatever you want, as long as you follow the rules of Sandstone.
I pack my violin away, give one last bow, and I will make my way out.
All right. She actually finally sits down. The many years finally showing, as she was very obviously doing her best not to show any kind of weakness in front.
Do my bunny ears actually hear anything as I close the door?
Alright. The staircase that you're following is actually a little bit nicer. You can see that on the walls there's drawn portraits of many different teachers and such, and different like famous Pokemon. There's names underneath the portraits, but they seem to be written in a strange language that you cannot read. At this point, you would actually be able to tell what this language is. It is the paw print language from the Mystery Dungeon, series.
What's knowing the language and knowing how to read are two very different things.
Indeed. It's kind of like being able to recognize Japanese, but the reading Japanese is an entirely different thing.
Yeah.
You make your way upstairs and you actually show up right behind Shinx. Shinx, who, you know, is basically busy filling out forms and stomping things on the paper. She's also just kinda humming a tune. You can see her tail, you know, just swaying back and forth happily.
Do I know the tune?
No.
Well, Shinx. Looks like
She jumps.
Looks like
Whoa! Hello there.
Oh,
I think this is the
coming along.
This is the first time any of our candidates has actually taken the staircase.
I was afraid Fennekin might burn down something if I went out the main door.
I mean, not like it would be the first time. Anyway, let me be the first one to say congratulations to you. You're now one of us.
Thank you, Shinx. Thank you, Shinx.
Oh, that actually means she's going to take a prepared list of papers and offer them to you. Here you go. Here's your certification, your license, and obviously your identification.
I take them even though I cannot read them.
Yep. Obviously, I already had it prepared in case you would actually pass. I was actually hoping that it would be you or the Smoochums.
Well, I'm glad at least I'm not someone other than Sylveon believed in me. Thank you, Shinx.
Hey, I have seen you train. I mean, I'm your neighbor.
Oh, I'm so sorry I never noticed.
Really? Huh. I guess I'm really that boring.
Don't say that. Oh, it'd be easy for me to give you that private concert one day.
I'm looking forward to it. Oh, your mistress is waiting right outside of the door. She probably didn't want me to tell you, and it was probably supposed to be a surprise, but I know how you are with surprises.
If it's Sylveon, she's not technically my mistress anymore.
Shinx is actually going to gossip and say, "Oh, you are right." Gosh, this is gonna be such a weird thing. Maybe one day I'm gonna make it to be free as well.
Pretty sure if you keep stamping your paperwork, you'll get there.
One day.
Maybe make a good politician.
What's a politician?
Someone who helps run all the buildings around.
Oh, so like the mayor.
Yes.
I would not even dare to be the mayor. I mean, I'm not a dragon, silly.
Well, you can be the first Shinx mayor.
Well, it is definitely something to dream about. Anyway, be along your way. Quicker before Fennekin realizes that you're already done.
Thank you once again, Shinx.
Yeah. You are in the lobby again, and there's a lot of Pokemon around the place, you know. You're pretty sure in one of the areas that is closed, when one of the Pokemon opens the door, you're pretty sure some kind of play is being played there. The only thing that you saw was a Mr. Mime pretending to be a Mr. Mime. Strangest thing you've ever seen.
Oh, redundant. Everything starts redundant, I guess. I chuckled myself.
Oh, yeah. You can tell that there is a very badly concealed Sylveon waiting on the other side of the main door. You can tell that they are very badly concealed because one of the ribbons is just swaying just slightly away from the doorway.
I walk out, and the first thing you do is I show Sylveon the armband.
Sylveon is going to look at you. She looks surprised that you knew, but then she looks at the armband and she actually
has a heart attack.
No, she's actually gonna look like this. Wait, you actually did it?
Turns out all that hard work finally paid off.
I just... I'll be completely honest, I thought that I was kinda... Never mind. I'm very happy for you.
Well, I better keep that promise I made, and we can go to the guild together. I have to deliver a letter to the guild master.
Oh! Wait, you want to?
Yes, my mistress has given me the task of hey, delivering the letter to them.
Well, she's not exactly your mistress. She is just one that has adopted you. Technically, she's now your mother. In a way.
Might take a bit to get used to that.
I mean, you got used to it with me. Still, I am actually really happy that you are free now. What are you gonna be doing now? You can do anything you want, really.
Right now, I'm going to deliver this letter, and for the first time in a long time, I have time to think about what I'm going to do. So now's not the time to rush.
You could join the merchants. You could stay here in the theater and become a musician. Why? You could even go to the guild with me and join up. I know the guild over here is always looking for new members. And I'm pretty sure they would really love to have a cute little Buneary with them. Not to mention I would be able to see you every day.
I'll be honest, now that I've been adopted, will I be moving out of my current abode?
That I don't know yet. I assume... she's actually going to sigh and say, Cricketune has quite a lot of Pokesh. I would assume she is going to attempt to buy the building from... And I cannot exactly say no.
Why's that?
Well, she is one of the landowners. Cannot exactly say no. I don't even own anything, really. I'm just a guildie.
Well, that's a tomorrow problem.
Indeed.
Let's do what we need to do today.
Yes. Well, she's actually going to walk next to you, and she's just going to rub her ribbon around you. You can tell that this is like something that she's not even thinking about anymore. It's a very normal gesture.
I let her do it because it might be the last time, so I let her do it one last time.
Yeah. Yeah, she just leads you towards the guild.
What's the guild master like?
She's going to sigh. He's like a bag of Zoruas if someone poured liquid gold among them.
Charming.
Basically, he's probably the worst part of the guild. I mean,
Okay.
he's a poison type. What would you expect?
Okay, well, at least I know what I'm getting into now.
Yes, don't worry. He's a bot, but the officer is much nicer. And yeah,
Oh,
he leads you. She leads you towards the main goal, the main gate.
Yep.
And
so many years I've been looking at this place. I finally get to step inside.
yep, you quite literally have to enter through the mouth. And as you enter through the mouth, you can see that the primary gatekeeper is a creature of pure anger and hatred.
Right,
So, remember how Fennekin kind of looked like she could kill you with her look?
mate? Yeah.
This is what the gatekeeper looks like.
And as my reaction, Customer service mode engaged.
Yep. Larvitar looks at both you and Sylvan and says, Sylvan, you're late again. Oh, I'm really sorry. I was actually delivering my door. She then looks at you and says, yes, Buneary, he has a mission from Cricket June. Huh? Larvitar looks at you and says, that little thing? Have you even ever fought?
I am here to deliver mail to the Guildmaster.
And why should the Guildmaster meet with you?
Because letters from Cricketoon, not me.
Yep. Not to mention I can vouch for him. We have Sylvan with you, I cannot exactly do anything about it, so yeah, but I'm keeping my eye on you. Yep. And Sylvan just, you know, passes by a Larvitar. And as you two are out of the earshot, Sylvan lowers her head to you and whispers, I swear that she's actually a really nice Pokemon.
Gate guards need to put up a top facade to stop people thinking the guild's weak, I guess.
Yes, she's taking her job very seriously.
Also, I'm pretty sure she called me short. I'm pretty sure I'm taller than her.
Actually, give me a moment. How tall is Larvitar?
With my ears, I'm probably taller.
Larvitar is about 60 centimeters. How tall is your
Buneary.
Pokemon?
Buneary is 40 centimeters.
So actually, yeah, she is taller. Not by much.
Just like extend my ear up so I'm taller. Just extend my
Yeah.
ears.
Yeah, like I am pretty sure that's counting. You know how Larvitars have that like big fin on
Point.
their head? I am pretty sure it's
The
counting
point.
the point of that. But yeah, Sylvan just leads you by, and you enter the guild proper. And as you enter,
Deactivates customer service mode. Goes back to normal.
and as you enter, you can see that. Oh boy, Abel, there's so many dangerous looking Pokemon. You can even see that there are Pokemon who have like medieval looking weaponry. There are Pokemon that look like they could probably squish you with a single paw. Lots of
I'm in danger.
again, lots of rock types and such obnoxious amount of fighting types. You're pretty sure you see an entire team that is made out of entirely by monkeys.
He thinks to himself, oh no, it's Team Banana.
But Sylvian just leads you to the main entrance, and then she's going to look at you and say, "Alright, so you wanna go to the Guildmaster?"
Yep. Do I need to check in anywhere first?
No, not really. Normally you would have to go to Quagsire, but I'm here with you, so don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. She just starts leading you upstairs. You are getting
I
some
am
weird looks, by the way.
I'm pretty sure a lot of Pokemon are hurting their necks looking down at me.
Yes.
At this point, I'm completely unaware about, like, because I actually don't, about other things that they'll be looking at me for, but I'm unaware of that at this point.
Yeah, you just vast majority of Pokemon here look tough. Hell, even Sylvian looks tough. She may be cute, but she definitely looks like she fights. Yeah, he just leads you upstairs, 2 floors up, and you realize that you are actually in the chamber that connects the eyes of the Charizard. And there, you will actually see a Pokemon that was already mentioned. I just need to find a thingy for Quagsire. There we go. What? You can see a Quagsire. I assume you know what a Quagsire is.
Yes.
And immediately,
No,
Quagsire wobbles towards you.
it's a shiny Quagsire.
Yep. She gives you a slight bow, and then
I bow back.
"Oh, oh, Buneary, and Serbian. Oh, are you trying to show your workplace to your son? Something like that, I guess."
I slightly turn and make sure the Quagsire can see my armband. So I don't say anything, but I just slightly turn so he notices the armband.
Quagsire looks at it and says, "Oh, oh, I'll be. Huh. So your little boy is now free." Yes. Well, Buneary, are you here to join us?
I'm here to deliver a letter from Kikatoon to the Guildmaster.
Oh, you're going to Guildmaster Toxicroak? Well, she actually looks at Sylvain and says, "So, you know how that goes, right?" "Yes, Buneary has to go there alone." "Indeed. Well, Buneary, go deliver your message. He is inside and he's not doing anything useful right now."
You're both making me pretty nervous with how you're talking about this. Anything I should know before going in?
Don't mention, the thing on his neck.
Got it.
And generally be respectful, even if he could be a little bit difficult to deal with. He's not a bad Pokemon, he's just, experienced and a little bit tough.
I understand. Thank you for the advice.
Alright. Well, enter when you are ready. She points at this massive door that looks like two Charizards holding a rock.
I go up and I push the doors open.
It is kinda difficult.
Make a athletics check on this.
Yep. It is kinda difficult. It looks like it's made out of rock.
That is a fail. 84.
Alright, you're pushing and pushing and pushing, and it gives slightly, but it doesn't give all the way. You can see Sylvian just giggle to herself as Quagsire just walks up to you and says, "Oh, you want help, little one?"
Just give me one more try. I can do this. Maximum effort. That's exactly. I got 65 athletics and I rolled a 65. Is that a pass?
Yeah, if you hit the exact
Well, that's a
number as
9.
your skill, that is a pass.
No, that's a 95, not 60. That's 95, not 65.
Oh.
I got even worse.
Oh,
Even
okay.
worse.
So if it's 5, if it's like 95 and up, that is known as a crit fail.
Of course.
And,
There's my luck going
if
in.
you roll 5 or lower, that is a crit pass. Alright, Buneary,
There.
as you start,
My back.
pushing into the rock, you know how Quagsire is behind you, like offering help? You slide down and you accidentally slide into Quagsire's leg.
I would like to help. Thank you. Sorry.
Quagsire just like lowers herself and she picks you up.
Yeah.
And then she starts pushing into the rock while holding your tiny paw. Opening the
First time
door.
I feel like a child. For the first time, I actually feel like a child.
And when she opens the door enough for you to slip through, she then says, "Don't worry, we have a lot of young Pokemon here. I am okay with helping.
Thank you.
She sets you down, and then she gives you a head pat.
Does want to be respectful, just like gets up, dust myself off, and I bow at the door towards Toxicroak.
Yep. So I'm going to assume you know what a Toxicroak is.
Yes.
And Toxicroak looks as a Toxicroak does, honestly. He looks at you when you enter. Now, the chamber for the Toxicroak, you can see the eyes, right? And you can see that there's a braziers with coal that are constantly smoking. You can see that there is a really nice looking carpet in the middle of the room where Toxicroak is sitting down. And oh boy, there's a lot of strange artifacts on the shelves, on the wall, and to his sides you can see that there are what could only be described as golden bowls with lots of Pokesh, gems, and evolution stones. Toxicroak does not get up, though he does signal for you to get closer.
Like after like literally looking around, I would go customer service mode and I would approach, stopping like in the middle of the room for and bowing. Good morning, Guildmaster Toxicroak.
Oh, I guess you are not completely useless. He smells the air. Then he nods to himself and says, "You are not even sweating in fear." He actually reaches towards you, lifts one of your arms, and says, would be a little bit stronger."
I'm here on behalf of Cricketoon to deliver some mail.
Oh, Cricketoon. Am I being invited to some kind of play again? He knows I'm not into that sort of thing.
It's not my place to read your mail. May I approach to hand it to you?
Oh yeah. Next time you can totally read it, I don't care.
I approach and I hand the letter. I place the letter on his desk.
Yep. He's going to take it. He is going to pull out a nearby, a really nice looking fruit knife. And just opens it up. He pulls out the letter. By the way, Cricketoon has really beautiful writing. You can tell that this is probably the most, like, calligraphic writing you have seen so far of all of these, like, ball print.
It's a paw print with like flourishes. It's paw prints with flourishes on it.
Like it's crazy. But yeah, Toxicroak reads through it, and then halfway through reading it, he actually looks at you. He actually has a weird, what could only be called predatory look to him for a moment. And then he continues reading.
Just go like not saying anything, but just going through the emotions. As he looks down.
And after
a sigh of relief.
And after about 5 minutes, he puts down the letter. He actually is going to do something very strange. He's actually going to get up. He's going to walk up to one of those bowls, and from behind it, he's going to pull out what appears to be a bottle wrapped in straw. And he's going to pull out 2 cups. He's then going to sit down in front of you again. He's going to open the bottle, fill the 2 cups, and he's going to slide one towards you.
I'm sorry, what is this?
A test.
Okay. Best not refuse the guild master. Would you? Like I look at the glass like I give it a sniff to make sure it's not poisoned or anything.
Okay, so I have a question for you. What is the most
Yeah.
alcoholic thing you've ever smelled in your life?
Vodka.
Okay. This is, alcohol-like smelling. It is equivalent to absinthe.
It's great. I do not drink at all. Like that might be the first time I might be able to drink.
Yes.
Dude.
Drink.
Yes, guildmaster. And I attempt to drink.
Alright, do me an endurance check.
Hooray! I need to get a roll below a 15 on a D100. $40.
Alright, Abel?
I am drunk now.
That was the strongest alcoholic beverage you have ever tasted in your life. And you are 90% sure that this was also the strongest alcoholic beverage, or probably the first one Buneary has ever drunk. It's also very, it's like this rice flavor to it.
Sake.
It was essentially very, very strong sake. A fruity sake.
Ironically, it actually tastes less alcoholic to me than normal drinks in the way because I actually have twice as many taste buds as a normal person. So alcohol is super, super strong for me, even the light ones. So it'd actually be less strong for me as a Pokemon.
Well, to be honest, Buneary does not have that.
Yeah. So, yes, I don't know. So it would actually taste less alcoholic than normal alcohol for me in the real world, but I still can't hold my drink for anything.
Yeah, so fun fact, in the Gates to Infinity, right? In the original Japanese, version, the main character actually talks about this after they get back in their memory and everything, right? They actually talk about how alcoholic beverages in the world of Mystery Dungeon taste stronger than the strongest thing he had in the normal world.
No, it'd probably just be on par then. City alcohol tastes twice as strong for me, and it's stronger in this world.
Yep.
It's all just zeroed out to normal.
Yeah, so you're not gonna be drunk or anything. You know, the cup was basically very small, right? It's not meant for you to get drunk. It's for flavor. Yeah.
It's like
Ha!
I don't spit it out. I take it down, but I cringe.
Yep. Toxicroak, I'm not gonna do it, but Toxicroak is gonna start laughing and you hear the laughter both from his mouth and from that weird bulbous thing underneath his neck. Yes, he's laughing twice. And he's very obnoxiously loud.
Triggers customer service face. Like, wants to say something but knows not to.
He's going to look at you afterwards and say, "So, do you know what is in that letter?"
I do not, Guildmaster.
Ah. First things first, drop that act.
Sorry. Force of habit.
I really hate when the sentries do that. But I know what they're saying behind my back, and I know exactly what I want them to say that in my face. They never do. They fear I will beat them up, which I might one day. Anyway. First, I would like to welcome you to the Sandy Guild. One of the oldest guilds in our world.
Wait, what?
Yep. You are currently in a big place of history. I'm the 16th guildmaster here.
I don't know anything about engineering. I'm a musician. That's what I've practiced my whole life.
Well, Rikatune says that I am to train you now. He's actually going to just turn the letter, slide it towards you, and with one of his frog-like fingers just point at the part where, according to him, it says that you are to be trained.
It's a great honor, I guess.
Well, I'm not gonna be the one training you. No. I'm gonna leave that to Quagsire. I will only train you if you prove yourself worthy of actually joining the guild. If that is what you... I honestly don't care. Right now you are nothing. You are tiny, you are so weak that I could probably beat you up while drunk.
You are probably already drunk, aren't you?
He's going to point at you and say, I am poisonous. It's very difficult for me to get drunk.
Well, I guess there's nothing to it.
Also, Cricketune informs you that your home will still be yours, and that, well, she wishes for you to cease contact with your other mistress.
Sylveon, I get. Did you want me to cut off contact with Sylveon?
Yes.
Might be a bit hard since if I live in the same house, I'm living under her umbrella.
He's actually going to look a little bit sad and say, I exactly know how you feel. All I'm going to say is, while you are here, I do not care about what Cricketune actually thinks about that. You can meet with Sylveon as much as you want.
I'd like to. Sylveon's done a lot for me, and I owe her a lot.
Yes, I mean... You should know that over here, she refers to you as her son. Even if you are not really her son.
Maybe one day, if I strong enough in the guild, I might be her equal one day.
I highly doubt it. But... He's actually going to smile again. I do like the ambition. Over here in the Sandy Guild, we are not looking for parasites or those who go for the knees. Here we are looking for Pokemon who are constantly looking towards the stars and wanting to reach them and break them.
Well, if there's one thing I've always had, it's a dream, and this should just be another stepping stone towards that.
Yes. Cricketune wants you to learn how to fight, because now that you're a citizen, you will have to learn how to defend yourself. You're not gonna have Sylveon behind your butt at all times, protecting you from anyone who would wanna hurt you.
Knowing Sylveon, she'll probably be watching from the shadows no matter where I go.
Well, she is gonna have her own duties with her team. Also, he's actually going to pull up a form. He's gonna offer it to you and say, I need you to fill this. Either you can do it by yourself, or you can ask Sylveon or Quagsire to help you. No, I'm not going to help you. That's literally not my job.
I spend my life reading sheet music. My paw print is not the best, so I'm sure they can help me fill it out.
Yeah, I'm sure Sylveon would love to help you fill it out.
And I bow to thank you again, Guildmaster, for this opportunity. I'll do my best not to let you down. And is there anything else you want to say before I go?
Oh, actually, something very simple. Next time you go through that door, you better. He's actually going to he's going to cross his arms and say, "You better be coming here as a member of a team." Oh, not at all.
I find the best team in the guild. Not, I'll become a member of the best team in the guild.
And just because you are gonna be here, it doesn't mean you should not be going to the theater and do your duties there. Good luck throwing double duty, but ha!
Thinks to self, so normal.
He just points towards the door and pulls himself another cup.
Thank you once again, Guildmaster.
He just dismissively shakes his hand in your general direction.
Now to attempt to exit again by rolling. I'm gonna get out the door now.
Alright, go for it.
I succeed this time. 46 is a pass.
Alright. It is a little bit of a struggle, it's still pretty heavy, but you do slowly open it enough to slip through.
Slip through just like it just slams shut behind me like a goddamn vice.
Yep. And on the other hand, you can see Sylvian, as you would imagine, pacing back and forth, worried. Upon seeing you, she immediately runs towards you and gives you a hug. Gosh, you were there for so long.
Yeah, it's okay. Apparently, Cricketune wishes to teach me to fight, so I'm officially a member of the guild.
Well, an associate at best. If you were a member of the guild, you will be given a badge.
I'm starting somewhere.
Oh, it's very wonderful. Was he mean to you? Also, she actually smells the air and says, "Were you drinking?"
He toasted to me joining?
He does realize you. Why is he like this? Anyway, please don't drink anything else and don't get used to that, okay? You're a little bit too young for that.
Don't worry, turns out I don't have much of a taste for alcohol.
Good. Don't form one. She says, giving you head pats. So,
Speaking of which,
what's
can
gonna
you
happen?
help me fill out some forms?
Oh, he gave you a form?
Yep.
He helped you fill it out?
Not his job.
He's such a lazy bot. But yes, I can definitely help you out.
Thank you, Sylvian.
And yeah, she's actually going to take you to the common room that is one, level below. You can see that there's all kinds of Pokemon already waiting here, or, talking. Some are eating together. You can see just really tough Pokemon all over the place. And some even not very tough looking, actually very cute looking. Like for instance Sylvian. She looks really cute.
Because she probably has a knife on her.
Yeah, she is armed and she's ready, and you are pretty sure that the dress that she's wearing is definitely magical. But that's really about it, like I mean, there's literally a fracture over there that has what appears to be a massive piece of metal that could be kind of described as an axe.
I just like I'm not interested in the armor and weapons. I'm more just interested in all the Pokemon. It's like just seeing them all up close, even if I have to look up a lot.
And then Sylvian looks at you and says, "Alright, so what's gonna be your new name, Buneary?"
I'd like to be called Abel.
Oh, I mean, you are definitely very able. She says, giving you headpads.
And so, also, I misspelled in Pauper, so it's ABLE instead of ABEL.
Oh no. Alright, well, we are gonna need to. You are not allowed to join this alone. You're gonna have to join this with other Pokemon. We could go downstairs and see if there's any candidates. There's always candidates looking to join a guild or at least become associates. So you can go downstairs, and because you are such a cute Buneary and you have such a wonderful. She stops herself from saying mistress and just says, what are we even now?
You're my best friend, Sylveon.
Yeah, best friends.
And I've best friends.
Yeah, so since we are such a good friends, I can definitely vouch for you so that you would only get the best and most viable members of the future guild. You know what, I'm feeling a little bit cheeky. I'm going to write you down as the leader.
You sure that's a good idea? I'm not really the strongest. I'm more moral support.
She's going to tilt her head and says, I am the leader of my team. And I'm not exactly the strongest of my team.
Well, I would do my best not let them my team then. But even a good leader will listen to their fellow teammates.
Oh, in that case, how about I leave it blank for now, okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sylveon.
All right. Well, let's go downstairs and see how it looks down there, okay?
Okie dokie.
This is so exciting. It reminds me of when I joined as Eevee.
I bet you were the cutest Eevee around.
Nope, I was actually just well, I guess maybe I was the cutest. I mean, I was like the smallest Eevee of them all.
But they didn't make you just search all the little cracks in the dungeons, did they?
Yep. And I also remember that my friend at the time, he would sometimes just throw me across the dungeon. He was calling it the Eevee cannon.
He thinks himself the fastball special.
But yeah. She leads you downstairs where, you know, there's more candidates, and this is where we stop.
Yeah.
You will see that there's all kinds of Pokemon here, among which the players will be here.
Dun dun dun.
Whew. So, Abel, what did you think?
Great. I've missed this, and it's coming, and I'm hoping it keeps going for a long time because I really looking forward to this. I hope I was okay to play off.
Yep. How are you liking Sandstone so far?
It's good. It's still a really early look, but I'm enjoying the setting.
You're not even gonna be joining the guild. You guys are not even gonna be like guild members. You're gonna be like just associates.
Patsies.
But yeah. Alright, I'm going to save the table one more time because I'm paranoid with tabletop. And This is the first time I can actually say this. Abel, would you like to flip the table?
Yeah. Is it okay? Flip. Saved it.
Yep. Ah!
On the table, the thing just broke off.
Yep.
The panel just broke.
But yeah, with that, I would like to thank everyone for watching. And next time we're going to be doing another intro for another player.
Yep.
Also, did you just roll up to 20 on the strength check?
There's a lot of dice everywhere, so...
No. Look in chat.
Oh, strength 10, that 20 on my table flip. None of the important rolls, just on the table flip, I get that 20.
But yes. Everyone on stream, bye-bye.
Thank you all for coming for my stream as well. And I'll be back tomorrow with other games, but until then, we'll be continuing this later on.